Do you ever lie in bed at night feeling completely exhausted, yet your mind refuses to shut off? Your body is tired, your eyes are heavy, but sleep just doesn't come. Or maybe you fall asleep for a short while, only to wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning and stare at the ceiling for hours. If this sounds familiar, let me reassure you, you are not alone, and more importantly, there is nothing wrong with you. For many adults over 60, sleep problems quietly become part of daily life. You may do everything right. You eat balanced meals, limit caffeine, stay active, and follow a routine, yet night after night, deep, refreshing sleep feels out of reach. What most people don't realize is that sleep struggles after 60 are rarely caused by poor habits alone. They are often the result of subtle biological changes happening inside the body. As we age, the brain produces less melatonin, the hormone responsible for signaling sleep. At the same time, the internal body clock, known as the circadian rhythm, begins to shift earlier. This means you may feel sleepy earlier in the evening but wake up much earlier than you want. On top of that, stress hormones like cortisol can become dysregulated, keeping the nervous system in a low-level, alert state even when you're trying to rest. These changes don't always show up on medical tests, which is why so many people feel frustrated. They're told everything looks normal, yet they wake up feeling foggy, irritable, and drained. Over time, poor sleep affects memory, mood, blood sugar, heart health, and even inflammation levels in the body. Sleep is not just rest, it is repair. Here's the encouraging part: most age-related sleep problems do not require sleeping pills, heavy medications, or drastic lifestyle changes. In fact, many medications can make sleep worse over time. What your body truly needs is the right signal, simple, natural cues that tell your brain and nervous system it is safe to let go. In this video, I'm going to share 5 science-backed techniques that have helped countless adults over 60 fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling more refreshed. These methods are gentle, practical, and easy to apply at home. One of them was even designed to help people fall asleep in under 2 minutes during extreme stress. You don't need to try everything at once. Even one small change, practiced consistently, can dramatically improve sleep quality. Tonight, we'll begin with the foundation, calming the nervous system so sleep can happen naturally, the way your body was designed to do. One of the most overlooked reasons sleep becomes difficult after 60 is not the bed, the mattress, or even the schedule, it's the nervous system. Many people feel physically exhausted at night, yet their body remains stuck in a subtle state of alertness. When this happens, the brain simply will not allow deep sleep, no matter how tired you feel. Think of sleep as a switch. During the day, your body runs on alert mode, focused, responsive, and ready to react. At night, that switch must flip into rest mode. If it doesn't, sleep stays shallow or doesn't arrive at all. Aging, stress, and years of disrupted sleep can make that switch slower to respond. This is where breathing becomes incredibly powerful. There is a specific breathing pattern that directly communicates with the nervous system and tells the body it is safe to relax. It's simple, requires no equipment, and can be done right in bed. I recommend it often because it works quickly and gently, especially for people over 60. Here's how it works. You inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. You hold that breath for 7 seconds. Then you exhale gently through your mouth for 8 seconds. That completes 1 cycle. Most people start with 4 cycles and gradually build up to 6 or 8. You don't need to force the breath or count perfectly. The rhythm itself is what matters. This breathing pattern activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body responsible for rest, repair, and digestion. When this system turns on, your heart rate slows, blood pressure drops, muscles begin to soften, and stress hormones like cortisol start to decrease. In simple terms, your body receives the message that it's okay to let go. Many people notice something interesting within just a few rounds. The chest feels lighter. The jaw unclenches. Thoughts slow down. That tight feeling in the body begins to melt away. For those who wake up in the middle of the night with a racing mind, this technique can be especially helpful because it gives the brain something steady to focus on instead of worries or planning. One important thing to understand is this: sleep cannot be forced. Trying harder to fall asleep often makes things worse. This breathing method works because it does the opposite. It gently guides the body out of effort and into relaxation. I often suggest pairing this breathing with a calming environment. Dim the lights in the evening. Avoid bright screens before bed. Sit or lie down comfortably and let the breath do the work. With consistent practice, your nervous system learns to associate this rhythm with sleep. Over time, many people find they fall asleep faster, wake up less during the night, and feel more rested in the morning. This isn't about tricking the body, it's about reminding it how to do what it already knows. Now that we've addressed the nervous system, let's move to another hidden factor that plays a major role in sleep after 60, something many people are unknowingly deficient in. If you struggle to relax at night, feel muscle tightness in bed, or notice your heart beating faster than it should when you lie down, there's one overlooked factor we need to talk about: magnesium. Magnesium is one of the most important minerals in the human body, involved in over 300 biochemical processes. Many of those processes directly affect sleep, muscle relaxation, heart rhythm, and nervous system balance. Yet after 60, magnesium deficiency becomes extremely common, and most people have no idea it's happening. As we age, our ability to absorb magnesium from food decreases. At the same time, many commonly prescribed medications, such as diuretics, acid-reducing drugs, and certain blood pressure medications, can quietly deplete magnesium levels over time. Even chronic stress drains magnesium from the body. When magnesium levels drop, the nervous system stays partially activated. Muscles don't fully relax. The heart may feel slightly overstimulated. The brain struggles to slow down. This creates a state where the body is tired but not calm enough to sleep deeply. This is where magnesium can make a meaningful difference. Magnesium plays a key role in activating GABA, the brain's primary calming neurotransmitter. GABA acts like a natural brake pedal for the nervous system. When GABA activity is low, thoughts loop, tension builds, and sleep feels just out of reach. Magnesium helps turn that brake back on. Not all magnesium supplements are the same, especially for older adults. Some forms, such as magnesium oxide or citrate, are poorly absorbed and often cause digestive discomfort. A gentler and more effective option for sleep support is magnesium glycinate. This form is bound to glycine, an amino acid that itself has calming properties, making it easier on the stomach and more supportive for relaxation. For most adults, a typical dose ranges from 200 to 400 milligrams, taken about 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. This allows the body time to absorb it gradually as the evening winds down. Many people notice they fall asleep faster, experience fewer nighttime awakenings, and wake up feeling more refreshed. Magnesium can be especially helpful if you experience restless legs, nighttime muscle cramps, or that wired but tired feeling in the evening. It also helps blunt nighttime cortisol spikes, which are a common reason people wake up too early and can't fall back asleep. That said, magnesium is still a mineral and should be used responsibly. If you have kidney issues or take medications that affect fluid balance or blood pressure, it's important to discuss supplementation with your healthcare provider. I often recommend starting at the lower end of the dose range and observing how your body responds over several nights. Magnesium doesn't force sleep. It supports the body's natural ability to relax. And when relaxation improves, sleep often follows. Next, we're going to shift from internal chemistry to physical tension, and talk about how releasing it can dramatically improve sleep quality. One of the most fascinating, and least understood, parts of sleep science has to do with body temperature. Many people don't realize this, but falling asleep is closely tied to your core body temperature dropping slightly. This small shift sends a powerful signal to the brain that it's time to move into deeper stages of rest. As we age, this temperature regulation process becomes less efficient. The body may struggle to cool down properly at night, which can delay sleep onset and cause frequent awakenings. That's why many people over 60 feel hot, restless, or uncomfortable in bed, even when the room feels fine. The good news is that we can gently support this natural cooling process. One of the most effective methods is what I call the temperature drop strategy. It sounds simple, but it's backed by solid physiology. About 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime, take a warm shower or bath. The water should feel comfortably warm, not hot, and the session only needs to last about 10 minutes. At first, this may seem counterintuitive. Why would warming the body help it cool down? Here's what happens. When you step out of the warm water, your blood vessels near the skin surface dilate, allowing heat to escape more efficiently. This rapid release of heat mimics the natural drop in core body temperature that occurs before sleep, making it easier for the brain to transition into rest. Studies show that people who use this approach fall asleep faster and experience deeper, more continuous sleep. It's a gentle, drug-free way to work with your body's natural rhythms. Your sleep environment also plays an important role. A slightly cool bedroom, around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, is ideal for most people. A room that's too warm prevents the body from reaching the temperature it needs for deep sleep, leading to tossing and turning. What you wear to bed matters too. Choose light, breathable fabrics such as cotton or bamboo. Avoid heavy pajamas or thick bedding that trap heat. The goal is comfort without overheating. Here's a surprising tip that works well for many people: wearing light socks to bed. While it may sound odd when we're trying to cool down, warming the feet helps blood vessels dilate, allowing heat to move away from the core. This actually supports the temperature drop that helps initiate sleep. Just make sure the socks are thin and breathable. These small adjustments help your body do what it's designed to do naturally. When temperature, environment, and habits align, sleep becomes far less of a struggle. Next, we're going to talk about another powerful tool, one that works directly on the brain through sound and rhythm, helping quiet a busy mind at night. For many people over 60, the body may feel tired at night, but the mind stays active. Thoughts replay the day, worries surface, or plans for tomorrow begin looping over and over. Even when everything is quiet, the brain refuses to slow down. This mental restlessness is one of the most common barriers to falling asleep, and it's just where sound can be surprisingly powerful. I'm not talking about noise, television, or music with lyrics. I'm talking about intentional, calming sound that gently guides the brain out of alert mode and into rest. Here's why this works. Your brain operates using electrical patterns called brain waves. During the day, most people are in a fast, alert state known as beta waves. To fall asleep, the brain must gradually shift into slower waves, first alpha, then theta, and eventually deep sleep waves. When the brain is overstimulated, this transition doesn't happen smoothly. Gentle, repetitive sounds help guide this shift. This process is known as brainwave entrainment. When the brain listens to slow, steady rhythms, it naturally begins to match them. The result is a quieter mind and a more relaxed nervous system. One of the easiest ways to use this is through guided sleep meditations. These are simple audio recordings, often 10 to 20 minutes long, where a calm voice leads you through breathing cues, body relaxation, or peaceful imagery. The goal is not to force sleep, but to gently guide your attention away from racing thoughts. You don't need any special training. Free apps and platforms offer excellent options. Even short sessions can make a noticeable difference, especially when used consistently at bedtime. If you prefer no voice at all, ambient nature sounds work beautifully. Ocean waves, soft rainfall, or forest sounds create a steady auditory background that reduces sudden noises and calms the nervous system. These sounds have been shown to lower cortisol and support a steadier heart rhythm during sleep. One practical tip: use a sleep timer. Allow the sound to fade out after 30 or 45 minutes so it doesn't stop abruptly in the middle of the night. The purpose is to carry you into sleep, not wake you back up. This method is especially helpful if you're sensitive to noise, live in a busy area, or find silence uncomfortable. Over time, many people notice they become less dependent on the sound as their brain relearns how to unwind naturally. Now that we've addressed the mind, it's time to bring everything together with a technique designed to shut down both the body and the brain, quickly and effectively. One of the most effective sleep techniques ever developed didn't come from a sleep clinic or wellness retreat. It came from a place where sleep was critical for survival. This method was designed to help people fall asleep anytime, anywhere, even under extreme stress. Today, it's one of the most reliable tools for overcoming nighttime wakefulness, especially after 60. This technique works because it combines three powerful elements: physical relaxation, controlled breathing, and mental stillness. Together, they tell the nervous system it's safe to shut down. Here's how to do it. First, get into a comfortable position, lying down or sitting. Start with your face. This is important. Relax your jaw, soften your eyes, and smooth your forehead. Many people hold tension here without realizing it. Next, let your shoulders drop. Imagine them becoming heavy and melting into the bed. Take a slow breath in, then exhale fully, allowing your chest and stomach to release. Move your attention down your body. Relax your arms, hands, legs, and feet. Let each area feel warm and heavy. Don't rush this step. The body needs to feel fully relaxed before the mind can follow. Once your body is calm, shift to the mental part. For about 10 seconds, repeat a simple phrase in your mind such as "don't," "think," or "let go." This acts like a mental reset, blocking intrusive thoughts. If you prefer imagery, picture yourself floating on calm water or resting under a quiet night sky. Choose something still and peaceful, no movement, no story. This method works because it interrupts the cycle of tension and mental activity that keeps many people awake. With nightly practice, the brain begins to associate this sequence with sleep. Over time, sleep arrives faster and more naturally. Now, let's talk about choosing the right approach for you. There is no single method that works for everyone. If stress dominates your nights, start with calming breathing and sound. If your body feels tense or restless, magnesium support and temperature adjustments may help. If you wake up in the middle of the night, this full body relaxation method can help you return to sleep. I encourage you to pick one technique and practice it consistently for 7 nights. Keep it simple. Small, steady changes lead to the biggest improvements. Here's the most important message I want you to remember: you do not need sleeping pills to reclaim your rest. Sleep is not lost after 60, it simply needs the right signals. Better sleep improves memory, mood, heart health, and overall energy. It is one of the most powerful tools for healthy aging, and it is still available to you. If this helped you, let me know in the comments which technique you plan to try first. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more ways to improve sleep, reduce inflammation, and restore energy naturally. Here's to calmer nights and better rest ahead, Crescent Moon.